listening?
Jane,
Jane, what needs fixing, Jane?
throat shoulder, my right side.
And how long for?
Started in August last year.
August last year, so it's about a year, isn't it? So show us what movement you've got. That's about it.
That's it.
Right, okay.
Can't go any higher.
Right. Now, he did say to me 3 minutes. Should we set a clock? Counting down for 180 seconds. All right. Cool. All right, God bless. Bless. For the moment, I'm wanting to be taller than I am, to put the force into this movement. Right, any sensation for you in that shoulder as I'm waving my arm around?
Yeah, it's kind of a bit fuzzy around here.
Bit buzzy, cool. Now, frozen shoulder, guess what? The energy in there is cold. Frozen shoulder, that's what you feel, there's cold energy in there. Now, what I've got to ask you, Jane, because it's just popped into my head, and I've never had this in a previous healing working on frozen shoulder. Did somebody give you the cold shoulder? Go back. Before this manifested last August, did somebody give you a cold shoulder?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, isn't that funny? See, another little thing in our English language, somebody gives you a cold shoulder and you end up with a frozen shoulder. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, as we go on this journey of life, what happens is older souls cross paths with younger souls. That's what happens. It's very rare you'll get two souls together that are exactly matching. Usually one's a teacher, one's a student, and it can switch as things go on. So when you're the older soul, you have to put up with an awful lot. You've got to be patient and tolerant, forbearing and kind and understanding. But it's better to be the older one than the younger one. Yeah? And so in that situation, you were the older soul.
Indeed.
Yeah. Now then, what the surgeon is saying to me is never look a gift horse in the mouth. All right. As those words were conveyed, the other understanding was this, is sometimes there will be adversity in our life, but it always contains a gift. Always contains a gift. So if I'm working with somebody, like I've worked with a family in New Zealand where a young boy had cancer, that family were already close, beautiful, beautiful family, but they came so close through his challenges, through the adversity he faced. And so whatever you think in life you don't want, there's always a gift in there. So be open to what that is. Now just try moving that again, see how that's feeling.
A little more.
A little bit more, cool. And then just rest it down, okay? Now Dr. Augusto has now said to me it's mechanical. This is purely mechanical now. God bless, God bless. So even at this distance, it's very real for me in terms of what I can feel, certain kinds of tingling. God bless. And I don't interfere with the healing in any way. I just observe what happens through me. God bless. God bless. And it's like there's a twist in there. Now, you can't really have a twist in a shoulder, but that's what it feels like to me at the moment. All right, God bless. Right, now he's saying release. God bless. Again, just try moving your arm, see how that feels.
It's got a bit more height.
Bit more, cool. Yep, cool. Oh, God bless. Sound gets used as sonar to give feedback on what's trapped energetically, a bit like an ultrasound. It also gets used to break up crystalline-like structures, and on occasions it'll be used to actually do the healing. This sound that's happening at the moment is to break up the crystalline-like structures. I've got a surgeon with his thumb kneading all around the shoulder, one little area at a time. Now he's just asking if you can please move your other shoulder, your other arm, because he wants to make sure you get a matching pair.
Yeah, I had a frozen shoulder on this one 3 years ago, so this one's a lot better.
Yeah, cool.
It's not, doesn't work properly.
Yeah. And now what they're doing, they're putting in, it looks like, God, years ago you used to have insulation in the loft. It looks like insulation kind of thing. They're repadding this joint in some way. Right, now again, just give that another try. It's getting freer again, a little bit freer, a little bit freer.
It's very warm, I'm very warm too.
Yeah, cool. And this kind of result is sort of typical. They work in layers, they're called healing passes, and with each layer more and more energy gets released. And then when we find the actual cause, there's a lot freer movement. So again, just give that a go. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got this, there's a lock there, but there's a lock
Yeah.
there,
Yeah,
as
cool.
you say, that there was.
Yeah. Now there's a little saying that I'm going to give you, and I'm probably going to get the saying quite wrong, but it's along the lines of, if you got hurt in the past, be really, really aware that what happened in the past can no longer hurt you because it's in the past. It only hurts you in the now if you think about what happened in the past. If you don't think about it, it can't hurt you. So I just want all of you just saying to yourself at a deep, deep level, the past can no longer hurt me. The past can no longer hurt me, whether it was stuff in childhood, whether it was old relationships, whether it was a bit of embarrassment, something, some failure in your life. The past doesn't have any power whatsoever to affect you now because it's in the past, it's gone. Unless you're called Prince Andrew. That one won't be going to air then, will it? But generally speaking, things in the past have no power to hurt us, have they? Because they're in the past. Yeah? So this time as you move it, I want you to say to yourself, no, the past can no longer hurt me. Oh.
To
Yeah,
myself
say
inside.
it outside. Outside, yeah, go.
The past can no longer help me,
Hurt me. Right, and then try. We are, we're getting there, aren't we? So, yeah, not far to go now. All right, now there was a little bit more to the teaching, which was, bear with me, yeah, unless I say it straight away, and I just got totally distracted by Prince Andrew. No, I'll have to wait for it to come back in again, because it's, yeah. Right, so the last little bit that's in there is to do with judgment. Okay, from quite a young age, you have been programmed or trained to judge some things as good or bad. Ugly from beautiful, rich from poor, good foods, healthy foods, not healthy foods. You constantly judging things good from bad, good from bad. And to assess where you are relative to others. I'm smarter than them, they can spell better than me, but I can cook better than they can, and I can run faster. So your sense of self, to a large extent, has been derived from assessing who you think you are against somebody else. Yeah, that makes sense. Now this is the thing, can you ever really know another person? Do you know yourself yet? So how could we judge ourselves again? We can't. But it's like this little game that the human beings play. You know, if I've got higher heels than or I'm taller, then I must be better than you. No, you're not. We're all essentially equal. Just let that rest within you. We're all essentially equal. Well, I absolutely believe this. We stay in a lot of hotels, and the ladies often cleaning, the chambermaids often cleaning the rooms, are lovely, lovely people. And when we go over to Bali, it's all male staff. That's a respected job. Yeah, over in this country, it's nearly all females. It's interesting, that, isn't it? Yeah. We're all equal. Just really like that. We are all equal. We all have as much right to be on the earth as everybody else. You have as much right to be on this earth as everybody else. And the more we can truly understand and appreciate that equality, the more we'll start tapping into the knowledge that exists in us as a species. Because at the moment, there's sort of this belief that if you go to university, you're smarter than other people. Maybe they're not. Maybe there's another kind of wisdom. I think it's lovely to know that we're all equal. It really does give me a good feeling in here, know that we're all equal. Now, when you're born, you don't all have equal opportunities. Some people are born with a silver spoon in their mouth. But we all have the life that we're supposed to be living in terms of our learning and in terms of our growth. Right now, he says you can give that a go. Pretty good, very good. Give her a round of applause.